What's up, everybody? I am live. It is 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and as I mentioned yesterday in my post, I would be going live today at 1 to do a look with you guys. So I'm super, super, super excited to do it. I'm going to go ahead and pin a comment before we get started. And then I also need to know, as you guys jump on, how loud I am on a microphone. I'm deciding to use a different microphone than I did last week. Mainly because good Lord, mainly because the sound quality was awful last week. I used the Facebook microphone, and so I did not like that at all. So I used a different one. Okay. Hold on. I love technology, especially when it doesn't work well for me. Okay. All right. Welcome to those who are just now joining. Again, I am asking that you guys let me know how the sound quality is. Hey Mom, what's going on? I used a different microphone this week because last week the sound quality was super, super awful. And so I did not want to use that this week. I wanted to try something different. So if you guys could let me know how the sound quality is, that would be great. I am hoping it picks up better with the laptop mic. If it doesn't, then I will try something different. All right. And let me pin my comments. Of course, that has my YouTube channel, which is the whole purpose of this. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you sharing the page that I am live. Yes, that super duper helps me out. Super duper, I guess that makes sense. Whenever you guys are sharing this, like in the middle of the live broadcast, like as you share this, that does help me out a lot, because what happens is other people actually see that I am live right now, and they can actually see my channel. They can kind of see what's going on, and it's really the only way for me to like reach your friends. So it helps me out a lot. So I kind of want to get started on this look. I don't have a clue what I want to do today. I'm having like, let me just say this. It's been raining a lot here in Florida the last week and a half, and it has been very depressing. And those of you who knew that I lived in the St. Louis area, that was like one of my least favorite things, were cloudy skies and dreariness and rain. And Florida has just left me unimpressed the last week and a half. Today's like the first day the sun is shining, and there's a window right here, so it's kind of nice to see that coming in. So I feel a little bit better. But I did my hair beforehand because it's disgusting, and the reason it's disgusting is because I washed it. And normally I'd have fresh hair to do for you guys actually in a video. Sorry, thumbs downing a song I don't like. And so I don't, because it's gotten rained on 100 times. So like, space buns, that's the answer. Okay. So let me kind of recap a couple of things. I guess now that I've got the pin post done and we're ready to get started, let me welcome you to second week's edition of Contour and Converse with me. This is honestly just a chance for us to chill, to chat, and for me to create, and you guys to ask questions. Just a great platform for us to interact in the physical, like the live version, since we can't really do that on a pre-recorded YouTube video. So I'm doing this for a couple different purposes besides just that one. One of the other purposes is to actually gain awareness about my channel. So what really helps me out is when you guys actually hit the share button, just because it really helps me to get in front of your friends and family that I don't know. They can come and join us every week and do this with me, and also brings awareness to my channel. And I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, because most of y'all know I've kind of been shouting it from the rooftops of all of my social media networks that Lance has agreed for me to put makeup on his face once I reach 1,000 subscribers, and I get to do it for YouTube. So I'm so excited about that, because he's going to make the prettiest girl I've ever seen. So I cannot wait to do that. So the faster that we get there, the more that dream will become a reality a little bit quicker. So if you wouldn't mind, share. It seriously helps me out so much. All right, I'm gonna try to keep up with your comments too, so please, by all means, go ahead and comment below if you guys have questions as we go, things you wanna know, let me know, and I will do my best to keep up with them. I know I got a little behind last week just from not seeing the scroll, so hopefully it's a little bit better this week. So let's get started. I'm going to put a mirror here, and then I'm gonna prime my face. And can you guys, is that music too loud? I don't even know if you can hear that. Can you guys let me know? I don't want it super loud. I just wanted something in the background. And last week it sounded like road noise. It was really weird. This is Max Prep and Prime, and this is a sample because when I went to buy it last time, they were out. It's a the yellow version of it. I am almost out, but I do love this primer. It's just a nice one. I need to go back and get some more. But they are so cool. Every time they're out of something, they will load you up with samples to go home with. It's one of the things I love about going to the Mac store. It's fun. And I did, of course, you guys know this, I moisturized, primed, did all my stuff. Before I get on here, I always, always, always let my skincare products sit into my skin for about 30 minutes before I do put any makeup on them. Anything less than that would probably be about like 15 or 20 minutes. Can I set that here? Maybe. I don't want to like start typing on the screen, but I need a mirror like right in front of my face. All right, hopefully that works. Okay, and then I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm actually gonna use a different primer today. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay in Sinful, or is it Sin? I think it's Sin. Yeah, it is. It's Sin. And I like this one because it kind of has like a glitter base, not a glitter base, but a shimmer base. So I'm just going to use that. In fact, I have actually worn this as an eyeshadow before. And people compliment me like, ooh, what eyeshadow is that? And I'm like, ooh, girl, this is a primer. And that's what I'm going to use today. Just push it down on the lids. Okay. Does anybody have any feedback on that music? I'm just concerned about it. Oh, hi, Sade. I see you. What up, girl? Are you watching from the gym? All right. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see here. What are we gonna do today? So I have this look that I was thinking about doing. Let me show you guys a picture. I like green eyeshadow on brunettes, brown eyes, brunettes too, whatever. Can you guys see how green that is? It's like a foresty green, and I really dig that. But the forest green that I have is in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I don't really love the way that it looks on me when I put it on. For whatever reason, it's this one right here, but it just, I mean, it looks good. Like, it swatches really well, but I don't know. For some reason, whenever I put it on my eyes, I just don't love it. We're going to try it today, though, and see if it looks any different today. So I'm going to try to create something similar to that. I was just looking at different stuff last night, just kind of trying to get inspiration for today. And I was really lacking, so that's what I found. Okay. We've primed. I feel really out of sorts today. I'm telling you guys, it's the gray skies that's been getting to me. Oh, somebody commented. Was it about the music? Because again, I'm still very concerned about that. You were watching from the gym? That is awesome. If people are there, tell them what's up. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours and you'll understand why I'm all dolled up because I did it for Facebook Live today. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. You guys should broadcast it in the gym. Please do not do that. I'm kidding. Okay. Let me see here. We're just going to start with some of my trusted colors that I go in for transitions on. Okay. So I'm going to go in with Silk Cream for my first transition color. Bring that mirror back into the center. So I'm going to create a lot of color in this crease today for transition because what I don't want to do is put that green just bam right on my face with no depth at all because that would just look really odd. So from the picture, you guys can see Oh, there we go. You guys can see there's a lot of like yellows and oranges in that. So I'm going to try to create that, but it fades really nicely up to where she's actually got the highlight from the brow bone. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to create. So it's going to be a lot of different colors. All right. Oh, I've missed comments. Good Lord. Okay. How did I miss that? Music is low, no worries. Awesome. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. Does it sound like bad background noise? That's really what I'm trying to figure out. And since this is my only or my second live with you guys, I don't really know the quality until the playback later. So yeah, you guys could let me know. Okay. So we'll keep going. We'll go ahead and dust that same color. So you guys, I've been watching a whole lot of YouTube actually, which started my life. I was watching something last night, and this girl had such a cool idea for hooded eyes and winged eyeliner. So if any of you guys have hooded eyes, you kind of know the challenge with winged eyeliner, that you can't just like take the liner and go straight up, because it literally runs into the folds of your skin. And so I have that same problem. And so I have to wing the eyeliner, especially over the last couple of years. It's become just a bit more of a challenge. And so in saying that, I'm actually trying to figure out some other ways to do it. Well, I tried this last night. I should have took pictures of it because it was honestly hilarious that it looked awful. And sometimes that's just the way that it goes when you try something new. You just have to keep at it. And I think obviously eye shapes are different. So you kind of have to pay attention to that with your eye shape. It might be, you might have hooded eyes, but your hooded eyes might be different than the person that you're looking at trying to replicate. So keep that in mind. Sade, you said you can't hear anything at all. Hey, Lauren, it's good to see you. That's no problem. I just wanted to make sure that the music wasn't overpowering. So anyway, last week it just sounded like gurgly noise, and I did not like that. That was not the goal. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the second transition color, which is similar to what I did last week, which is MFEO. Again, don't know what that stands for. I probably need to look that up. But that's the second color there. So we're just going to create a little bit more depth, and I'm probably going to switch brushes because this one needs to be washed really bad. All right, done with that one. Hi, Jess. Holy cow, girl. How are you doing? I miss your face. It is good to see you, girl. Way good to see you. I hope life is treating you oh so well. Okay, so the next color, I need to get some of those like yellows and oranges up there so that we can kind of blend that forest green, also known as Enchanted in this palette, very well. So I'm actually going to drop down to this color called Pukey, and that's pretty much what it looks like. So we'll see how it fares for an added color on that transition. You know what's really great about this is you guys get to see live. The other reason actually I was telling you guys about that whole eyeliner thing was because it looked awful and, you know, I messed it up. I just wanted to make a point that I try new things all the time. I mean, even though I know what I'm doing, I mess up and they look terrible. So in saying that, you guys actually get to see this live where I might actually have a look that just we don't love at the end of it. Or you have to see me make adjustments in real time and fix it. And I think that's kind of cool. So that way it just maybe gives you guys some confidence that, you know, your makeup skills come with time, but there's always going to be this possibility that you could create something that you have to alter as you go because you don't love it. So I want to point that out. So one of the reasons that I do so many transition colors. Hey, Whitney. Oh my gosh. Guys, that is my 4th grade best friend right there, Whitney Renee. It is so good to see you. I like wish I could see you, but I see you. It is so good to see you. I think I said see like 6 times, whatever. Anyway, so let me recap too, because I know we've had several people join in the last few minutes. Welcome to Contour and Converse, my weekly chit, chat, chill, and like create. I'm doing this every week now on my Facebook page to bring awareness to my YouTube channel. And of course, I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because Lance has agreed for me to do his makeup for my channel. So sharing this, especially while I'm live, is like huge because it brings awareness in the moment and friends and family can join in. They can know my channel. All of that stuff's posted and pinned so people can actually know where to go to find me. So if you guys don't mind, I would really appreciate the shares. That so helps me out. So thank you for joining in today, and we're just gonna kind of mess around. All right, so transition colors. The reason why I put so many in here, especially when I'm gonna do a look like what I showed you guys earlier, is because I want it to flow very nicely. I always make the comparison to like a sunset. Like when you look at a sunset, the colors, they really flow nicely together. And when you're doing something on your eyes like that, that's exactly what you want to have happen as well. So, oh yeah, I did say fourth, didn't I? It is third. Whitney, I'm so sorry. Sweet Jesus, I messed that up big time. Yeah, Whitney met me in the 3rd grade when I moved to Rock City, Missouri. Thank you for sharing it, Whitney. Aw, I love you. Thank you. And we became like instant best friends. I still had a heavy Texas accent at that time in my life. And we had a lot of fun in our 3rd grade class. Let me ask if you remember this. And if any of our other friends from elementary school join in on here. We used to perform songs for our class because our teacher was awesome. And she just loved to support our dreams. Well, I had a dream of being an entertainer, and I clearly think I missed my calling, except that I may be doing it in a different way now. But we used to perform, and we did, my gosh, we did Straight Up by Paula Abdul. We did Miss Mary Mack. We did some Barney songs that we won't even talk about and got made fun of, but that's okay because we rocked it anyway. We did all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that was my 3rd grade experience there. Pretty awesome. But yes, it's so cool. I think that's one of the beauties of social media is that you actually can still keep up with people that you like grew up with. It's super cool. All right, I think I just put on a new color and I didn't tell you, and I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it's called Creamsicle, and it's got that yellowy, it's pretty yellow. Yeah, straight up, not tell me, girl. Do you know when I go to do karaoke, like that is the one song that I always do, and I'm telling you, man, people love it. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. This is funny. I love seeing all these comments in real time. So yeah, Straight Up Not Tell Me is my favorite karaoke song to do. And then I always do Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice because I love to rap that song. I've been telling Lance we need to go do karaoke for a while. Did I even talk about why I was, oh yeah, I did. I mentioned it. I build up all these colors because I don't want to just put a dark color on and then it's just like, wow, right in your face. Okay. So, yes, it is, ha 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 is right. We were some dorky kids, weren't we? I think we just had a lot of imagination and I'm okay with that. So those are the good old days, man. I tell you what, you guys, I think I was just like, I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but just growing up so fast, you know, like you're in a hurry to grow up. My other girlfriend and I, Tara, we talk all the time about how we were just in like such a hurry to just, you know, when we were like 13 and 14, we just couldn't wait to be 16 and get cars and, you know, have our own lives and all that kind of stuff. And then like you get grown up and you're an adult and then you're like, oh, this is overrated. So I miss those days for sure. Okay, so I'm just blending those colors with a fluffy crease brush that has nothing on it, or that had nothing on it until I started blending. Okay, I think I'm gonna start putting that other color on, and if I hate it, I have another one that I will use. Again, I've never been a fan of this color every time I put it on, but we'll see. Trying to be different today. Have a better attitude. If I don't love it, then I'm gonna go in with this because I do love this color every time I use it. Love it. Oh, it's so pretty. And that is called, it's L'Oreal Infallible's Golden Sage. And it is like, it's amazing. I think maybe the other reason I'm not a huge fan of this like forest green that I'm going to try again today is because I do like shimmer and I like it a lot. I am a shimmer girl. Okay, I got a new brush in my Ipsy Glam bag, which speaking of, we had a lot of convo on here last week about glam bags and about like subscriptions, monthly subscriptions. So I did two things. I took the questions that we talked about on here on the last live video from last week, and I actually did a video for that. So this week is going to be Sephora Play versus Ipsy because both of my subscriptions came in. So Friday, that's what's being released. And then next Friday, I did a hacks video for you guys. I know we talked a lot about hacks, and I have quite a few that I think are helpful. So we're going to do that next week, and I cannot wait to share those with you too. But I really had a lot of fun with this whole unboxing process of the Ipsy and Sephora. So we're going to do that on Friday. Aw, hi Donna. I didn't know you were on here. Welcome. It's good to see you. Okay, so I just sprayed that brush with Max Fix. Oh my God, I hope at some point I can do one of these without slurring words. Mac Fix Plus. You said you love Ipsy and Fab Fit Fun. I've not done Fab Fit Fun. Can you talk about that on here? Is that like clothes and stuff? So anyway, I sprayed this with Max Fix Plus because I really want to see if I can get like a really good color payoff on this, and it's going to be dark. Prepare yourself. And I say that because I am preparing myself. So this color is called Enchanted. That if you missed the intro to this, oops, this one, we're going in with some greens. Yeah, you'll have to watch my video from this week and let me know what you got in your Ipsy Glam bag, because I know we all get different stuff. But I had a really fun time unboxing that for one particular product, and I'm not going to say what it is because you guys are going to have to watch the video. But I think my reaction was rather funny. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to actually start packing this on the lid. Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's so dark. I'm going to show you guys. Hi, Donna. It is so good to see you. Welcome. So as I talked about, if you've missed it, this is my weekly chit chat and chill and create. I'm calling it Contour and Converse. And so what I'm doing is I am basically doing this to hang out with you guys so you can ask questions. You can get to know me. I can get to know you a little bit. And then also I am doing this to bring awareness to my YouTube channel because I have a major goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers. That really will help me because YouTube will actually monetize my channel at that point. And that means I can start making some cash, which would be exciting. So yes, and Lance actually said that since that was my big goal, I've begged him for years to let me put makeup on his face. And he's straight up now tell me, he said no every time. But he finally agreed. And he said, all right, babe, I can do that. That's a good cause. I can totally do that. You get 1,000 subscribers and I will gladly get on your YouTube channel with you and let you make me an ugly woman. And I was like, whatever. Your skin is so pretty. You got good features. He's got big, beautiful lips. He's going to make such a pretty girl. Like, it's going to be great. So I need 1,000 subscribers, share my video, and bring people to my channel. I need your help, please. So yes, that's the whole reason we're doing this. And even after I get there, I'm going to continue to do this. This is a lot of fun getting to interact with you guys live. So you can post your questions and we can chit chat down in the comments. If I miss something, just give me a sec because it just takes me a minute to kind of scroll. So, okay. Mom, yes. So is it, a question is it better to use a darker color on your eyelid? I've been confused about that. I've been told to highlight with darker colors above the eyelid, but you're putting a darker color, which makes sense to me. So you can do a little bit of everything. This is not always a look that I go for. This is like a nighttime look. So I'm going to show up to the gym later looking like a straight walker. And it's totally fine with me because, yeah. But if you missed the picture, this is the inspiration for today that we're kind of going for. So you can see that she's got darker shadow on her lids. And as it gets higher, it fades. So once I get the color on there, I'm going to fade it out to look very similar to that. So you can kind of do anything you want. It just, the main thing is it needs to blend. The key is to blend. And right now it looks like I have a black eye. It won't stay like that. Whitney, you said it's no clothes. You've got a cute clutch, coffee mug, sleep mask, seaweed face scrub. Oh, a Tarte eyeshadow palette? Which one? A hair mask and a necklace in the spring. So is this a monthly subscription? Excuse me. And if so, how much is it, Wit? Streetwalker? Yeah, that's still something my granny said. Yes, it does. And that model has brown eyes. And so I was looking for inspiration for brown eyes. So I really like greens, but as I've mentioned a couple times already, I'm not a fan of this green. Every time I use it, I just don't love it, but we're gonna see how it goes today. So, and again, when I do these looks for you guys, let me just say that I don't do these every time I do makeup. This is so not how I do makeup every day. But when I'm on here with you guys, we wanted to talk, so I'm gonna create these like elaborate makeup looks that take time. Okay. Quarterly. Oh, that's awesome. So they send you a whole lot of stuff then. And then how much do you pay? Do you pay monthly or do you pay once a quarter? Boy, that's gotta feel like Christmas 4 times a year if you're getting a big, huge influx of stuff like that. So I'm not so sure about this brush either. This is one of the brushes that I got in the Ipsy Glam bag. It packs some color well, but I also think the Fix Plus has something to do with that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other eye and then I'll show you how I start blending this out so that it doesn't look like what it does now. That's crazy. Whoa! $175 for the year or $40 each. I love the products and they are all full size. So do you pay $175 up front or you can pay it quarterly, and if you do, it's 40 bucks, if I'm understanding correctly. So I'm listening to worship music today, so if I start singing, sorry, Jesus be here, y'all. Okay. All right, so we're just packing this color on the lid again. And you guys notice, okay, so I'm gonna try to point this out. When I look at you, you can see I have hooded eyes. So obviously my crease is right there. And I actually take that shadow up in the crease because I fake my crease. I want it to make it look like I have bigger eyes. So just pointing that out. Yeah, he is always in my house. You're right, Mama. He is, but sometimes when I have worship music on, like, man, I tell you what, I just connect to God so much through music. And I know this, that's why he made it that way. So I love worship music. So if I didn't finish my statement, because I forget as I'm trying to do so many things on here, I will transfer this up because it's going to transfer there anyway. As soon as I start blinking, you're going to see it move, so that I just do it for it. Hey, Amber. How's it going, girl? It's good to see you. Well, I keep saying good to see you, but it's good to see you guys' names. I was actually thinking yesterday, it'd be really cool if there was a way for me to see you guys, but like, you know, mute everyone so that you had to obviously post your comments by typing, because talking just really wouldn't work. But like, only I could see you, no one else, you know. But maybe you wouldn't like that either, I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to see people. So, okay, you guys notice I'm doing my eye makeup first. I think last week. Hi, Britt. Last week I did I believe I did foundation first and then did my eye makeup. I can't remember, but I'm doing this today because if I have any fallout or anything, I don't want to have to clean all that crap up. Oops. Hey guys, so if you just joined, I know there's a couple new people jumping on. Hey sister, what's going on, girl? We are obviously alive. Hi, Melissa. And you guys know this is the weekly edition of Converse and Contour, or Contour and Converse. Either way, I probably say it backwards every time. And it is the time to chit and chat and chill and create with me. I'm doing this to bring awareness to my YouTube channel. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can put makeup on Lance. I say it all throughout these videos. Thank you so much in advance for sharing them. It really helps me out, especially in real time like this, so people that I don't know can join in and check it out and bring awareness to my channel. So all the links are on there, so just the share button, hitting it, helps me out so much. So thank you. Okay. And for those of you just joining on, I showed a picture earlier on Pinterest of kind of an inspiration for a look today that I'm going for. It is obviously a very streetwalker-ish look for the daytime, but that's okay. We are doing it. Okay, yeah, you said upfront $175, about $275 worth of products. You're basically getting $100 free with your FitFab Fund. You can personalize and choose for the products in your box, but you also can get add-ons for big discounts, all kinds of stuff. That is really cool, Whitney. I like that one. I think it was Boxy Charm or something my friend Heather was talking about on here last week. So for those of you just joining in, my video this week is actually going to be a comparison of Ipsy Glam and Sephora Play. Hey, Jessie, how's it going? And I did that video based upon all the stuff that we talked about last week with that. And so I've actually had a lot of people ask me to do comparisons and like unboxing. So I decided to do that. And then of course, the other thing you guys were talking about a lot was doing a hacks video. So that will come out next Friday. Jesse Wertz, if you go back to the beginning of this, we were actually talking about our 3rd grade class and how we used to perform for everyone. So if you've missed that, you'll have to go and check that out. Whitney jumped in and I decided to reminisce. So anyway, thanks again for those of you guys sharing this. I appreciate it so very much. Hi, Jenna. Nice to see you. All right. So I appreciate you guys sharing it. It really does help that you guys are so awesome in supporting me and helping me to bring awareness to my channel and, of course, getting to know your friends. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to keep going here. You still know the Martin Luther King song that we did? Didn't we write that? I feel like we wrote that. Did we? Oh my gosh. I really do. You're gonna have to let me know, Amber. You need to email me the lyrics because I remember pieces of it and I'm not gonna sing it on here because it would probably be off key from embarrassment of just like, hey, let's sing a song. But I probably do remember most of it. We did write it. I thought we did. Man, I still wish I had the piece of paper. We were creative. Do it. No way. No way. This is my 2nd live video, so maybe like my 20th, I'll randomly sing on here for you guys, but not today. Not today. I did say I have worship music on in the background, so I might sing a little bit to that, just not realizing what's happening. But yeah. Okay, I feel like I've got this packed on pretty good. All right, so this brush, it's pretty good, but I feel like it's more the Fix Plus that is making it work well. So I'm gonna try to blend some of this out now. Because it looks super harsh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go in with some lighter colors to unharsh this. Whoop, almost lost the brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with some of the colors that I started and start trying to soften out those lines. Okay, and I'm probably gonna have to take another green and soften it as well. It's softening some on the edges, but not as much as I want. So this is where it gets kind of fun when you have looks like this and you just like, you kind of have to start messing around with it to see, to get it where you want it as far as like an overall completed look. And so this is kind of what makes this fun about doing this live. You guys actually get to see when I have looks like this that I just kind of have to spend a little bit more time on and mess around with the actual color. As I've mentioned a couple times, I am just not a huge fan of this green, but I'm inspired by this look that I saw, and so this is like the closest thing I had to it, but I might have to change it up a little bit because I just feel like this green is, I don't know. I like it on the palette, but I don't always love it on my skin. So, what else is in here? So there's this really pretty Diva color that's like a shimmer. So, I don't know. Let me think. And then I have the sage green, but I don't know how well it's going to match. We're going to see. I mean, they're from the same color family, so I could probably get away with it. There we go. Oops. Okay, I'm going to try the sage color. Oh, that sucks, girl. I said that I was talking about the fact that we used to all perform for our 3rd grade class, and that we did all kinds of songs and stuff. And so anyway, Whitney and I were just kind of chatting about that, and we were just seeing lyrics on the screen, so it was fun. That was all it was. And I said, if any of our other classmates get on here from elementary school, they will have to comment and see this. So, because we used to perform all the time for Mrs. Michalak's class. And I said she was so cool to let us do that and take time out of teaching us stuff. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to use this green to kind of soften out this harsh line that I have going on. And it's going to add a little bit more color. So we'll see. You said you'd move back out to the country in a second, Whitney. So I gotta be really honest, never again. You guys, we live in a big, small town. So let me kind of explain that if you don't know much about Sarasota. First of all, yes, it was so fun, Jessie. We were quite creative. We should have started a girl group because boy bands obviously had like their moment in time. We so should have created a girl group. So we live in a big, small town here in Sarasota. And what I mean by big, small is that it is huge. Like you can drive 30 minutes and still be in Sarasota. But for my age demographic, it's small. So a lot of people that are my age, like in their 30s and 40s, all go to this gym around here. And it's really interesting, like when we go out on the weekends, we run into a lot of people from the gym. And I just don't expect that, because the town is so big, yet our age demographic is so small. Amber, did you say ditto to moving back out to the country or not moving back out to the country? Yay, this green is finally softening. I can't deal with harsh lines, you guys. I can't. And that's why sometimes I'm like really picky about smoky eyes, which this is kind of going to be a smoky green. Hi, if you're just joining, I see some new people jumping on. Welcome. This is Never Living in the Country Again. Girl, I hear you. I'm going to heart that right now. Boom. Yep, I hear you, girl. I don't miss it at all. So if you're just joining, welcome. This is my weekly edition of Contour and Converse, where I get online, create a look for you guys, and we just get to chit chat, catch up, and I'll tell you about stuff going on in my life and last week, and then I get to answer your questions on here. Just trying to bring awareness to YouTube and what I'm doing. And so if you wouldn't mind sharing this video, especially in real time, that helps me out so much. Plus 1,000 subscribers so I can do Lance's makeup because he agreed. So we got to get there. Amber, you said you love everything about the suburb life too. It's so convenient. So I totally get that. That is exactly why I love living out here. I like being 2 minutes from a Target. I also like being 10 minutes from the beach, not gonna lie. So Jessie, you said you love both, but this is home. Do you mean Missouri is home for you? Can you guys see that this is finally softening? I hope so, because I can see it in my mirror. Oh, I did love Incline Village. Incline, it was such a nice place. I enjoyed going over to your house all the time, Whit. You guys had such a coolest place to live. But I do remember always having trouble with the gates, trying to get in and out of your community. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna stop right there for a second with some of the blending. And let me get my foundation on so I can have a better look of how this is coming together, and then I'll go back to it. Ah, right city, got you. I get it. I just don't miss country living. I love the suburbs. I love the convenience of everything. Now, I could never live in a place like Tampa or even if I was back in Missouri, living in like St. Louis or anything. Like living on the outskirts is always how I want to do things. Excuse me, because it's just, I don't know, city living and like traffic and all that is just too much for me. I'm just not a fan of that. Okay, so I think I'm going to use Peach Perfect again today, just because it's one of my favorite foundations. It's a go-to for me. Oh, I think I want to put my eyebrows on first, though. Let me do that. Okay, so I need to make a point about this. If my mom is still on here, I love you, Madre, but you reminded me to share this with people. So everyone remembers my eyebrow video from a couple weeks ago, and I was talking about these fab stencils. Remember to take this little blue piece out because you can't put them on if this if this is in there. So, hi, Mom. Mom told me she tried, and then she was like, but then I took the little blue thing out, and it worked a lot better. Yes, Mama, because that's what gives you the hole so you can trace them in. So anyway, if you're having trouble with your stencils, I just want to point that out. All right. So these have been like the best thing since sliced bread for me. I love, love, love these stencils. So I'm gonna put it on. This is a fairly new one. I think I've used this one twice, 3 times. Yes, Mom, I do. That's why it cracked me up so much. But you know what, Mom? The funny thing is I have done stuff like that before too. So, you know, it's no big deal. It just caught me funny. And I truly didn't show you guys a brand new one. I think I had showed you guys one that was used that I spent a couple days using on when I did that video. So that's okay. I don't like that song either. Bye. Okay. So what questions do you guys have today? Any? Any? I can tell you guys about my week. Last week I had a really interesting week, if you care, but I'd rather answer your questions if you have them. Okay, there's my eyebrows. Aren't they pretty? All right. I think I should have opted for not a sweatshirt. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt today because it was chilly in here because Lance keeps our house like pretty much you can hang meat in here. And now I'm starting to sweat, so that sucks. Okay. Oh, fun fact. Let me tell you guys this. So every time I go to film, hi, Erica. It's so good to see you, girl. Gosh, I haven't seen you in years. Hey, what's the mad face for, folks? I don't know who did that. All right. So I have a funny story for you guys. Whenever I get on here, you guys should know this. Not that it matters, but I put on deodorant, fresh perfume, and eye mouthwash every time I go to film a video or do live. And I don't know why. It's just like something I feel like I need to do. And even though you guys would not, hey girl, you guys would not be aware of that, I do it. I do it for you. So just wanted to tell you guys that. Hey, if you guys have got questions, feel free to ask them. That is what I am here for today. All right. So one of the things that's really cool about doing your eye makeup before you do your foundation is it looks like a hot mess while you're doing it. But once you start to get your foundation on, the makeup look starts to come together. And then you can go back in and fix the pieces of it that are a little bit broken still or not quite as blended. And that's typically what I do. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys. That's kind of why I stopped going on the eyes so much. And I want to go ahead and get some more of my face on. And then I'll go back in, blend a little bit more, and then start working on the lower lash line and all that good stuff. Do silly stuff like what, Britt? Like break up? Oh, you mean the whole, yeah, these, I know. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, besides that, something stupid that I have done with makeups. I've done a few stupid things. How about this? Have you guys ever tried to follow along to a tutorial online? Even if it's mine, it's fine. You can admit it. And you're like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? This is not working right. Or it turns out horrible. Have you had that experience yet? Because if you haven't, you will. Hi, Kay. I love seeing people join. Welcome, you guys. It's exciting. We're just doing eyebrows right now, Kay. Welcome to the party. If you're new, I'm going to say this. Oh, deodorant and mouthwash. Yeah, I know. I can't help it. I have to. It's like, I feel like you guys will know. You guys will be like, oh, I can see it in her face. She didn't put deodorant on today. I would give it away. So if you're just joining, welcome to my weekly edition of Contour and Converse. Look at those brows. Aren't they beautiful? This is where I get to spend some time with you guys, wake up, and also chit-chatting and chilling and creating with you guys. Trying to bring awareness to my YouTube channel, get to 1,000 subscribers so I can put makeup on Lance's pretty face. And to be honest, I have said already, but I will keep doing this even after I get to 1,000 subscribers because it's just super fun. You said like a Pinterest fail. Oh yeah, well, this might be a Pinterest fail. This is, again, if you guys haven't seen, if you're just now joining, this is the inspiration for today's makeup look. It's really pretty, but it's not going so well right now. So we'll see. But yeah, I've had that happen many times, which is why I like video over Pinterest. Totally just a preference. Okay, that's why I love these, crap, what are they called? Stencils, huh, yes. Because they pretty much allow you to have like perfection on your brows every single time. So now I just need to brush through them again. I already had one of those out. And then once I get my foundation on, I will add the little flicks of hair in the front, and that will soften them up just a bit. Yeah, Pinterest fail, my Lord. I've done so many of those. So here's the thing. If you are following a YouTube tutorial, that needs to be set over there. What I would recommend for you, don't ever do that before you're trying to get ready to go out somewhere, because it's not, especially if it's your first time, like trying on a makeup look, you've got to give yourself some time to actually perfect something before you do it. So if you are going to do that, I would give yourself lots of time, and most people don't have that kind of time to sit in front of their screen and their bathroom mirror for 2 hours to try and put together a look. So if you came in late, I'm using Peach Perfect today. It's just kind of a go-to foundation for me. Oh, shoot. I know what else I was going to do. Hold that thought. I totally forgot. I've got like dark circles galore going on today, so I'm going to color correct a little bit. And I also, for whatever reason, I'm broke out today too. Well, I know what reason that is. I think you guys know now too. Funny story about that if you want to hear it. So currently I'm in a leaning process for myself. And by the way, is anyone interested in my fitness life anymore now that I'm not known as a trainer? If you guys are, I can certainly do some videos of that on YouTube. I'd considered that. So yeah, that's something I would like to know in the comments. But anyway, funny story. I did something that any trainer knows better than to do, and that's A, weigh at night, and B, take your measurements at night after you've just eaten. And so I just decided to, because I was feeling really good, I decided to do that. Epic fail last night. And so I come downstairs and Lance is like, what's wrong? And I was like, well, you know, I was feeling really good, and the scale said this, and the measurement said this, and I know what it was last time, and, you know, I'm supposed to, like, officially do my measurements in a couple weeks, and I was feeling good and thought I would just check everything, and I was like, it said this, and he's like, and why in the world did you do that? And I'm like, because I'm a dum-dum, I know. And literally, you guys, I told him, I was like, and I know that, you know, my cycle was exactly 28 days ago, so it's about time to start, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, babe, you got all these variables, duh. You know, my husband, if you, well, you guys do, then you know that he's like the most seriously experted fitness guy. And so, you know, he's, of course, we're chatting about all that. And I'm not kidding you, last night before I go to bed, had no clue, like it was there. But hello, my monthly visitor shows up just like that. And I was like, I'll be darned. So anyway, funny story. So don't ever weigh yourself. Check your body fat or any of that crap whenever you're close to your cycle. And I fasted last week for 3 days straight with no food. We just, you know, had some things on my heart and just really wanted to go before God in prayer. And so I did that. And so that was really, first of all, tough. And then secondly, your body reacts from that. And so it goes through kind of like that, you know, it's always reacting to the stimulus that you're giving it. So that's the other reason why I might be carrying a little bit of water or whatever from, you know, still like rebounding from that. So anyway, there's a story for you. That was kind of my week last week. But anyway, it was a great week. Just a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, back to this. So I'm still putting on my foundation now that I have done some color correcting under my eyes and tried to cover up a couple of those red zits that I have going on. I don't think I've missed any comments yet. We're looking. And obviously I'm not doing my hair today on film because, or on film, on live because, yeah, it's already done. And I can't brush it right now because it's so dirty. I mean, it is so, so dirty. So when you have your brows on, the easiest thing to do is to just get as close as you can. Hopefully you guys can see that. And put your foundation on. I always end up getting foundation somewhat in my hairline. It's just part of it. Okay. And if you miss any spots, you can just go back in with like a smaller brush and fix it. And I'm using a sponge today. I think last week I used a brush. So with the sponge, it takes a little bit more time to apply foundation, at least in my opinion, because you're like, you dabbing it into the skin just over and over and over again. So, and sometimes your sponge can kind of suck up a lot of that product, or soak up rather. Okay. All right. Okay, so now that we have some foundation on, that green doesn't look so cray. Hopefully it looks similar to y'all, unless you're like, nope, girl, that's just okay. And that's okay if you think that. Okay. So I'll go back in and do some more blending. Anybody got any questions for me? Anything you want to chat about, want to know? Like what's in my water cup? It is Crystal Light. Okay. I'm going to go back in with some of these transitional colors that I used here and up here and just kind of soften this look a little bit more. All right, and then I'm going to probably go underneath the lash line. Where is that brush? Okay. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. You guys are quiet today. Okay, so what I'm going to do under that lash line is basically start to create the same color scheme that I have going on the top. Ouch, and not poke myself in the eye. Okay. So I will just pack on those same colors in the same order that I did to start to create that shadow. Let's see here. So I'm going to use this Creamsicle color now, that brightish yellow one. I really like that color for whatever reason. I've used it a lot in looks recently. I've done like summery looks with it. I've done a lot of gold looks with it as like kind of a, not quite that you see. Okay, here we go with this forest green color that I'm like, about. So the thing when you're blending eyeshadow underneath your eyes is you just want to be very soft about it. The only thing that makes this hard for me is I have contacts. And so typically what happens is my contacts start to like fall off my lid or off my eyeballs. And so it makes things blurry, which makes it a little hard for me. I'm keeping my eyes so still and trying not to move it. That's kind of what happens. Hey, Whit, that's okay. Do you work nights now? Or do you only work nights? And what hospital are you working at these days, actually? I was curious about that too. So hopefully you guys can see that this look starts to come together as, again, as you put more, that sounds bad, as you put more makeup on your face, your makeup looks better. That's not quite what I mean, but that's the only way I know how to say it. It just does. It just looks a little bit, it looks a little bit more put together as you get the rest of your face on. 2:30 to 11, okay. So your sleep schedule is probably interesting too, isn't it? Oh, cool. So you're in St. Pete and then Lake St. Louis. That's awesome. All right. I don't think I'm going to put that lighter green on top. I still want that blended a little bit more, but I'm not keen on what color I want to use to do so. Let me look at my, oh, bless you. That was a cat sneeze, if anyone was curious. I have a cat laying over here next to me. Thank goodness he's not in my video. I swear, my life with cats is very interesting. And we have this new bird outside our house, and he is huge, and he is like, he's very interested in, you know, when we come outside, well, when I go outside to feed Henry and stuff. Well, last night it was finally stopped raining, and so we actually had a pretty sunset here last night, which was amazing. But I went out there, and he followed me. He was like so close to me, and he's huge. He's half my height. So he's at least 2.5 feet tall. And it is an Australian, is it Ibis or Ibis? You work with Jessica. I went to high school with her. Jessica. You would have to give me a last name because I don't know. I went to a school with a lot of Jessicas. So anyway, so last night, he was out there and I had to just kind of like put my hands up in defense at him, like back up, bird. And so, but he's really skittish. And so he just kind of frightens me a little bit. I'm not typically scared by any of my birds at all. And most people think, oh, wouldn't you want to be afraid of the geese because, you know, they can do whatever. Those geese are super comfortable with me. So I don't have any issues with them. But that big old bird that is half my size, I feel like his beak could do some damage. So, but he's pretty cool. He's just been hanging out. So every time we leave our lanai open most of the day, we have like 2 sliding glass doors down there and it opens up to the screen in lanai, and the cats spend pretty much all day out there. And the only time we don't have it open is when it's really humid outside. And lately it has been a bit humid, so we've been trying to keep it closed a little more during the day. But if he sees it open or he hears us, he runs up to the back door. Oh, Jessica Lawler. Yeah, that's awesome. And yes, that was obviously not her name in high school. I remember her so much. We had several classes together. She is such a sweetheart. So if she is watching, hi, girl. How are you doing? I didn't know you guys worked together. Small world. So there was some girl, this is weird too. I was on the Tampa Bay website this morning. I follow a lot of the weather stuff down there, or around Tampa Bay, because I haven't quite figured out how the trends go for the weather here. It's very different. And so we are potentially getting a tropical storm this weekend, which right now just means we're going to have super heavy rainfall because the Gulf isn't quite as warm for us to have like hurricanes yet, but hurricane season starts June 1st. And someone from St. Louis was like, this is my first summer down here, and I'm not quite used to this, you know, the hurricane stuff. I'm from the Midwest, and of course I creeped her profile and saw she's from St. Louis because her name looked familiar. So I responded to her on there, and I was like, hey, just creeped your profile. What part of St. Louis are you from? And so I'm waiting to hear back from her, but her name looks super familiar, and I'm wondering if I knew her. So anyway, just weird. Things that are weird. Okay, I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes and try to stay away from the makeup that I just put under them. I probably should have done this first, but who cares? Heidi Box, hi girl, how are you doing? I see you. And then I'm gonna do some contouring. I'm gonna like soften these cheeks and, you know. So I got a new contour or concealer brush. This was in my, it's a concealer buffer in my Ipsy Glam Bag last month. So I don't know, we'll try it. I haven't tried it yet. Ooh, that's nice. That's very pretty. It pushes the product in really nice. Can you guys see that? Hopefully. All right, so there's some concealing. Look at that, man. That brightened up my face. Woo! What up, girl? Your eyes look brighter now. Yes, they do. Okay, I'm going to set that because we all know concealer be creasing if you don't set it. Where is, oh. Okay. So I'm using a high def setting powder from LA Girl. It is like, it's white and it's, oh, wait. Oh, well, all right, you can see it. It just dumped out. So I try to set, I'm just going to use what just fell out on this palette here. I want to set it so it doesn't crease as much as possible. All right. And I don't think any of the shadow underneath my eyes got messed up too bad at all. So let's actually go in and, can I use this tiny eyeliner still? This is one of my favorite, clearly, you can see how little it is, kohl eyeliners from MAC. I'm not kidding, I've had this for years. It is Smolder, and it is one of the best black eyeliners that I've ever used in my life that is a pencil. So I'm going to darken the waterline. And again, as I've mentioned, this is really a streetwalker look for during the day. But I'm totally kidding, by the way. I wanted to do this because I just got inspired by green. I'll teach you a trick about your waterline. You might even know this. But if you want to get your eyeliner on the tops of your lashes and you don't like to do what some girls do and like pull the top of their eye out and, you know, do it underneath, you don't have to do that. So what you can do is, get this palette out of the way. So I can get a little closer to my mirror. Hopefully you guys can see. But I'm just going to pull slightly down. I don't want to tug too much on that skin. It's very delicate. We kind of need to let it be. But you'll just put it on, and then you just want to blink really hard, and it will transfer up. And then if you're comfortable enough, you really could just run that eyeliner on your, it's hard for me to talk and do it, on your top lash line like so without pulling your eye out. It tickles though. It kind of tickles. Okay, so I'll do the other side. Hi, Teresa. You guys jump on, please say hi. I love it. I love to see you. So that way I don't miss you, because then I can see you in the comments for sure. Okay, same thing, put it on the lower lash line, blink away. And then you can kind of, woo, it just tickles. It tickles so much. Okay, so there's some eyeliner for the lash lines, or the water lines, I'm sorry, not the lash line. Show you this one, it needs to be a little darker. I need to, has anyone ever tried, other than a kohl liner, have you ever tried a different liner on your waterline? Because I would like to try something different that's waterproof. But like some of these felt tip, I mean, I don't even know if this is waterproof. I pretty much rubbed all of the writing off of it. It's waterproof, it should stay, but if it's not, it's definitely gonna look like you've been crying. You're a little late. That's okay, girl. This is just for anybody to jump on whenever they can. So we're just chit-chatting and doing makeup. I'm gonna put eyeliner on the top lash line, and I'm gonna stay very, very close to the lash line. Nothing spectacular because I already have liner on both the top waterline and the bottom. So I really don't want to overdo it. We don't want to take away from the whole look. It's just to give, I gotta pull this down because my arm does not work on this eye very well. It's just to give the lashes a little bit more definition and what appears to be length. You know several women who use liquid liner on their lower lash line and you think it looks terrible. So it's probably because they're not using something that's waterproof. I would think, I mean, I would need to try it at home. I would never want to try that and then like go out. But I do have some that are waterproof that I could try. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk and do liner at the same time. I feel like because I have hooded eyes, I have to be so precise about liner. I was looking last night even on Pinterest too. There's like several different ways you can do liner. I really love the double wing. I've done that a few times. I'll have to do that sometime on here. I don't want to do it with a look like this today because it's just too much. I'll have to try that sometime though. It's really pretty. And I also really love the Egyptian eyeliner where you do eyeliner that goes from like this corner over and that corner over, and then it also wings out. It's super cool. Okay, so let's like get some definition going on my cheeks. What do I want to contour with? I think I'm just going to contour with my LA Girl Pro Contour Powder and Highlight. So I'll use this color here. I'll probably just use this brush that needs to be washed, clearly. So you would think I'd want to clean my makeup brushes for you guys and stuff, but nope, you getting the real deal today. No editing. Okay. I love seeing definition on the cheeks. I also always get makeup in my hairline. So I feel like my hair always looks gray at the roots, and it's not. Okay, so we're getting some definition. Where's your favorite place to put eyeliner actually? Because I know everybody here has different eye shapes. So what do you actually like on yourself? My favorite is just to do a very basic eyeliner, or a bar line as it's called, where it's thin and gets gradually thicker, but it just like has an abrupt stop. So it still has like a cat eye effect, if you will, but it's not actually a wing. Does that make sense to anyone? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Maybe. All right, let's do some blush. I'm gonna blush for this look. I have so many palettes of blush. Let's go with a tried and true. Let's use Orgasm by NARS. You can always count on NARS to come up with the craziest names for you to say. Okay. Tap off the excess. Hi, Jenny. Holy crap, girl. How are you? I haven't seen you in so long. You get it. Glad you do, girl. Hey, hey. How's life treating you? It's good to see you on here. Do you remember when you would come to my studio years ago and we would train and talk about makeup and hair, and we would do creative hairstyles all the time? So much fun. Those are the good old days. Such a long time ago too. That's what's crazy. I see some new folks joining, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I'm doing. All good and full of paint. So you have to tell me what you're doing these days. If you're just joining, welcome to my channel. Not my channel. Welcome to my page. I am doing what's called a contour and converse, and this is where I get together with you guys weekly. We chit, we chat, we chill, and I create a look for you guys that can go good or bad. It just depends. And I'm doing this to bring some awareness to my YouTube channel And of course, trying to build to 1,000 subscribers because my beautiful husband has agreed that I can put makeup on his face once I get there. So if you will hit the share button, that would really mean a lot to me. It helps me out to meet your friends and family in real time and just to bring awareness to what I'm doing. And of course, follow my page and like it so that way you can join in every week because this is what we're doing. Jenny, you said things are going wonderful all the time. Yes, girl, we used to have so much fun with that. I used to enjoy coming in because you always had really cute hairstyles. All right, so I did all the eyeliner. We've got like the face part. I'm gonna contour my nose. I don't think I've ever done that for you guys live, have I? Let me do that. Okay, so I just take one of these like angled brushes, and this one is like super old and beat up from Arbonne, but I've had it for years, and it works good for a contour on the nose. So I'll use that same, sorry, that face was me trying to open this. I will use the same contour that I've already used, blow off the excess. Oh, you're doing furniture rehab. You do the fairy godmother makeover on furniture instead of faces. That totally makes sense. I feel like I follow your page. I just wasn't certain if that's what you were doing or if you were working with someone who was doing that and it was like a furniture store. So that's really cool that that's what you're doing these days. You are super creative. I'm so glad that you went into something in like a creative field like that for you because it's so fitting. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna contour the nose. So I'll just kind of dab and drag. On both sides, and you want to get it as even as possible. Don't fix it, don't sweat it. Sometimes my lines aren't straight at all, so just happens. Hey Amanda, how's it going, girl? Welcome. We're just contouring. So then you just kind of like blend that in. See the difference? And if it's still too much, which sometimes it can be, hey girl, I see you. Just keep blending. If anything is ever too much that you're doing, just blend away, guys. Like the key to good makeup is blending. So even on your eyes, don't get frustrated. Just blend, blend, blend. That's honestly, because eventually, if you hate it that much, it'll blend right off. Oh, you forgot I started at noon your time? Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out time frame wise what's going to be good for everyone. I mean, I know that it's not going to work for everyone. I shouldn't say that, but I mean, this is any time between 1 and 3 my time is such a good time frame for me during the week. And I know for central people that is a little different. So I'm thinking 1 o'clock most likely will be my time frame. I'm thinking, and I'm either going to probably do it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays. That's like several days to choose from. But I'm going to try to get to a point where I can just say, hands down, this is the day that I do it. This is the time. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think last week, does anyone remember what day it was last week? Was it Wednesday? Because I don't remember. Okay. So let's see here. This blush looks really pink to me for this look. I kind of want to tone it down. Story of my life here. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate you. Okay. So I'm going to tone it down a bit. This is really almost like a bronzer. It's called Autumn Glow. And you know what? I'll just use what's in the lid. I'm the queen of blush. I wear a lot of it. Somebody actually told me that once in high school. I think you wear a lot of blush. It's like, all right. And I do. I like blush. And you know why? It's the first thing that falls off your face when your makeup starts to fade. So I just want to make sure that mine stays on all day. That's why I wear a lot of it. Okay, let's do some highlighting in these eyes. They blended out pretty nicely. I'm actually really happy with this. It always takes me putting on my whole face for me to start going, okay, I see this coming together. I still don't love that forest green color, but I feel like it blended a lot better this time than the other times that I have used it. So that's good. Let's do, I have a cat fur. I feel it. Hold on. Yep. Story of my life. I wish you guys could see Max right now. He's laying on makeup bags on our futon that's in here. Own it. Own the blush. Oh, girl, I do. I do. You know what, you guys? doing what I'm doing, people can pick you apart and they can say all kinds of things. And you know what? At the end of the day, you just have to ignore it. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to like teach people, and I enjoy what I do. So really, it just doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna go in to the inner corner. And you guys know I believe in this inner corner highlight. I blend and blend and blend. I put a lot on there. I want my inner corners to hit you in the face, baby. Yes, about that. I've seen a lot of fellow YouTubers literally get the crap kicked out of them online, and I just love their attitudes because they don't care. It's like what we're here for is to help people and to enjoy what we do and teach people what we know that we've learned. And at the end of the day, if you don't like it, okay, don't watch it, you know, move on. So it's just the way it goes. What's your favorite and least favorite colors to wear in your eyes? Ooh, good question. So my favorite colors to wear on my eyes, this is gonna sound super crazy because I think you guys know how I feel about the color pink. I hate it. Bright pinks, but I freaking love, I just threw my brush. I love pinks on my eyes. Everyone hated this palette when it came out, the Naked 3. And I'm not kidding you. I love the colors in this palette. Oh, maybe next week I will do, wait, there we go. Maybe next week I'll do a look from this palette because it is a lot of freaking fun, and I love this color right back here. I think it's Inkheart. No, that's a movie, which is a great movie, by the way, if you've never seen it, with Brendan Fraser. So good. But this is Blackheart. Yeah, and I do not have a black heart, but still, it's really cool. I love this palette. You said you love the deep red that I wore in a video once. Ooh, was it from the, so that's funny. There was a fall video that I did that had like, it looked really red. It was like this color right here. Oops. That color. And then I also did one where I was reviewing foundations. I think my top 3 high end, I had on like a bunch of like pinks and reds and were really bright. Are you talking about that one? Because yeah, I like that look too. That was just thrown together. You can't remember which video, but you wore it off an off the shoulder top. So is it a Saved by the Bell hoodie? If so, that was my, that was the video for the high-end foundations and a choker. Ah, crap. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look. All right, so I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. And a choker. I'm really thinking. I don't know. I don't know which video. My least favorite color, which is my favorite color in life, is blue. I have not found a blue shadowed look that I absolutely love. I did do one on Instagram a few months ago, and I did that Egyptian wing, and that was what I loved about that, which is why I shared the photos. I hated the eye look though. So, and what's funny is if you have brown eyes, apparently you can wear any color that you want and it's gonna look good. I just don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like for dark brown eyes, especially when you wear deep blues, I feel like it pulls away from somebody's brown eyes. So total opinion there. I don't know how others feel about that, but that's how I feel about it. So it's funny because I wish I liked to wear blue. Blue is my favorite color in the whole world. And yeah. And then the other color that I love to wear all the time is purple. But that's also kind of similar to like this palette. It has a lot of like purple hues in it. So, oh, hold on. Thank God it didn't bust. That was Limit that fell out of there. We just put it back. Yeah, so anyway, that's kind of blue eyeshadow. Mimi from Drew Carey, yes. What color were her eyes? Does anybody remember? But that's what I think of when I wear blue eyeshadow. And maybe it's because of the horrific experience of my first time doing makeup. If you watch my YouTube trailer, I briefly mentioned that. But the first time I ever wore makeup, and maybe some of you guys who went to Wright City remember this, but I wore blue eyeshadow from like when my mom said, all right, Lauren, you can wear makeup, all the way up, like lid, like eyelash line, all the way up. It was awful. So never again. And that's kind of how I feel about it. Brown. Brown is what? Your favorite color or least favorite color? Okay, where am I at? I need mascara. I need a highlighter. Let's see. On my cheeks. Highlight. I'm going to use my favorite one that I've been using for like ever, which is Milani. You guys know this by now. I need to find a new one. Maybe you'll have to pay attention to my video from this week where I review and see what highlighter came in my Ipsy Glam bag. Mimi's eyes were green, not brown. Oh, okay. Well, even still, that was not a good shadow look for her, which was the point, clearly. Okay, a lot of highlighter going on here. Oh, and I need to add the hairs on my brows so they're not so intense in the front. Although I like that look sometimes too. Let me ask you guys a question. So brows are like a hot thing. Well, they're always a hot thing. But I mean, the whole hair thing with the brow. Have you guys seen some of the looks that are going on right now with like crazy full brows that are like super furry and stuff? What do you guys think of that? Because some people, I love it on. And then other people, I'm like, that's a lot of brow. That is a lot of highlighter on my nose. I don't care. I like it. Have you guys seen that guy who does the video where he's like, get a new highlighter and he just keeps going with it? Like he's making fun of his girlfriend or wife. Yeah. That's how I feel about highlighter. Okay. Let me do my little hair flicks for my brows. Thank you guys for joining me today too. I don't know if I've so for me to interact with you guys in real time, because on YouTube when I'm filming, it's kind of funny to talk to yourself and know that no one but your cats is listening. I mean, that's the story of my life sometimes too, because I'm sure my hubs tunes me out. But at any rate, it's nice to have interaction online, so I appreciate you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna flick a little bit of hair. Too much brow. Yeah, see, I agree. I totally agree. I think that I like having a nice pretty brow, but I think like some of that hair is just way cray. Now mine have been out of control too. I've looked back at some of my YouTube videos already. I'm like, ooh, girl, that's a lot of brow. But in my defense, I was really experimenting a lot with different products and ways to do them, especially since microblading I'm not the biggest fan of, even after having it done. So yeah. So I like a little bit like that. That's about really it. Because for me, I think it looks natural, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I will say that these stencils have changed my life. I think I say that all the time, but I'll never go back to that. Or freehanding. Excuse me, guys. My water's making me burpy. Yeah, so there was, speaking of too much brow, we were at the H&M walking into the one by our house at the UTC Mall and University Town Center. Sorry, like you guys know what that is. Anyway, and the picture of the girl on there, she had like her brows were beautiful, but they had them like all spiked up, and Lance was like, oh my Lord. He's like, that's a lot of brow. And I go, yep, that's too much. And it's really what's coming in, and I don't understand it at all. So see how tall, like these hairs right here for me are really long up front. Can you guys even see that? So I try to just blend my hairs into those. And then I'll take my brow gel and I'll pull them all up. But then I just kind of smooth them out because they will fall a little. And then I mentioned this last week, but I don't have a lot of hair right here. In fact, most of that is product. So I pull some of the hairs like down and over to create that it looks like more realistic to hair there. I like this song, but not who's doing it right now. Sorry, bye. All right. Ooh, we need whatever this is. Color. I have no idea what color lipstick I'm going to do today. So I will say this though, I mentioned earlier that I hate pinks, but sometimes I really like to do a bold pink lipstick, which makes no sense because I hate pinks, like bright pinks. You know what my biggest fear is with these things? Have you guys ever seen those horror stories of girls using these to curl their lashes and like cut all their lashes like right off? That is my biggest fear. One day, like I typically always like to look and make sure that the little pad is there. Because if it's not, I would imagine that's what would happen. Okay. I'm just going to use my tried and true. I'm still trying to get rid of it. I have like so many mascaras that I haven't even opened. But just because I'm just trying to get rid of what I have. So my Better Than Sex, my little travel one. And then my biggest thing with mascara is getting really close, because you know how you have these little bitty lashes that kind of run on the inside of your eyes? I have trouble getting those. I feel like every time I go in to get them, mascara is right on my nose. And so if anyone has any tips on what they do, oh my gosh, girl, this song, You Hold Me Now by Hillsong. Yep. I love this song. Such a good worship song. And I'm going to tell you what, I sing it out in my car. The angels fly in, man. Yeah, agreed. I think that's why I love worship music, because it's designed, you know, like all these people, Hillsong and Jesus Culture, like they are anointed, man, to write. It brings you into this oneness with God, and it's such a cool thing. Happy tears though? Yeah. All right, lower lash line. I just heard a beep. What was that? Sounds good to me. What sounds good to you, Whit? I told Lance this week, this is totally random, but I'm actually thinking about trying out for the worship team at my church, because lately something has just been stirring in my heart about doing that. And I haven't sang in church since, well, Amanda, you remember, but since I was young. But man, I don't know. I love it. And to be able to kind of bring people into that state where they can have this experience with the Lord is pretty cool. Yep. All right. Doesn't it look so good with my lashes on? Now I don't look like Kermit the Frog anymore. If you saw that picture yesterday, hysterical. Okay. I feel like I have everything on my face other than lipstick. Let's set it. Hey, this eye look turned out really good, you guys. I'm really happy with it. Because I was not sure. I was not sure about it at first. I was like, oh God, this is live. What if it turns out horrible? People would follow me and be like, you know that makeup artist? I think she's got talent. Look at this look she did today. No, I'm just kidding. If it turns out bad, it turns out bad. Everybody has those. I'm setting with the same powder, the same setting powder that I did underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to spray with a setting spray too. And then I'm going to decide on a lipstick. Did I tell you guys last week my collection of lipstick is way too much? Like I have like over 150 lipsticks. who needs that much lipstick? And it's terrible that I buy the same freaking colors like over and over again. I'm like, oh, this is pretty. And then I get home, I'm like, oh, I already have 3 of those that are in different brands. That is my life. Okay. We'll just do a few more. You guys know I believe in this stuff. Okay, where is... This is the... Okay, you guys have to know this. People make fun of me, and it's fine. My friends. This is the makeup bag that I keep in my purse. It's all lipstick. I'm telling you, I need an intervention. You guys are going to show up to my house with a banner, an intervention banner, send me to lipstick rehab. Ooh, this is pretty. Yeah, ooh, that's what we're going with. That never happens. Pick out a color, and it's like the one I want to use. Holy crap, I love when that happens. Okay. And I did use my Glam Glow lip scrub before I got online. So hopefully, because this is a matte, it smoothed out my lips a little. This is a neutrally color, but it is kind of dark. Am I missing any comments? Oh, it looks like it. Lily stepped in the phone. Lily did? Your dog? That's awesome. Yes, there is a difference between a setting powder and a pressed powder. So a pressed powder, this one's kind of close to being out. I actually shared this in one of my videos on foundation and setting. Oh, it's empty. But a pressed powder looks like that. Okay, and it does kind of do similar things, but a setting powder is translucent, meaning like it's not putting a thick powder onto the skin. So I was trying to see if it said anything on the back of this. It doesn't, but you can tell it's a different consistency. Oh God, that's the second time today I've dumped that out. Oh well. Okay, let me finish this. Do you guys know how to overdraw your lips? Do any of you guys do that? I was thinking about overdrawing just a hair. Is it true that powder will show more wrinkles? Yeah, that's a great question. I think it just depends on how moisturized your face is. There are times where if my face is really dry, I wouldn't put a powder on at all. Like I won't do that. A pressed powder, yes, can make you look a little aged. That's also why I don't like to use powdered foundations. I like to use liquid because that actually pushes into the skin a little bit better, and I think powders can actually settle into those fine lines and make them more visible. Key to that is moisturize. Make sure your face is moisturized, and then you won't have an issue. Okay, now let me do this trick here, which is probably gross, but pulls off all the excess lipstick so you can have it on your teeth. And let me put that back in my bag of goodies. And guys, I think that is going to be a wrap on today's makeup look. Let's see how I did. Let me pull this picture back up. So this was the inspiration, and that's kind of what we got. So we're close. I think it turned out pretty good. It wasn't a complete Pinterest fail, as some of mine have been in the past. So yeah, so that is going to be it. Don't forget to join me Friday when I release my video online. Again, it's going to be Sephora and Ipsy Glam Bag, so I cannot wait to go over all the deets with you guys on that. And then, of course, let's meet back up next week. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and sharing this post. It helps me out so much. I love getting to chat with you guys. and I look forward to it next week. If you guys have more things that you want to see or you want me to create a certain look, I actually would like to do a cut crease online with you guys. I've only done that twice in my makeup career, so it'd be kind of fun to do live with you guys because it's really hard. So let's actually try that maybe sometime, maybe next week, who knows. Let me know. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see y'all next week. Peace out. Deuces. Oh, wait. Hashtag Reform Tomboy Family. Bye.